Okay, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can use Notion AI note-taking within the agency operating system to help you consolidate meeting notes with clients and see if Notion AI note-taking is actually a better solution than competitors like Fireflies AI or Fathom or any of the other note-taking options that are out there. So let's dive right in. Notion AI Note Taker I think it's really cool. I don't think it actually joins your calls. It just sits there in the background. I always kind of find that awkward. I was on a call the other day and literally there were 3 different note takers on the call for every individual. And this just kind of records in the background. So it kind of hears what's going on in the computer and then records that to my notes database within the agency OS. So this is their landing page, what it talks about, creates action items, can assign to people. I'm really excited to use this because, again, where meeting notes live, it should live where you work. So integrates with Zoom, Google Meet, and Teams, no installation, no bots, which I think is pretty cool. So today I'm going to set this up on my end. So what you actually have to do initially, we need to go to this view. So what you have to do initially is you have to download Notion Calendar for your desktop, and I'm just going to authorize this here. I've already downloaded it from their website, so I'm downloading it to my Mac. Going to open Notion Calendar, and then this should populate. I think it should populate my business calendar. Boom. That's pretty cool. Great. So it's got all my stuff already in there. What you're going to need to do in order to connect this is go to your calendar accounts and make sure that you have the Notion workspace connected to your Google Cal. If you're using Zoom or Google Meet, you'll want to connect it to that calendar. And then for making sure that it gets synced to the right database, you'll want to select the database here. So I have this connected to meeting notes within Tempo Digital Team Hub. And so that should populate within my database on my Team Hub database in my meeting notes database within Agency Operating System. So I want to auto share AI meeting notes with participants. So that's just on my team. And then auto add AI meeting notes to new events. So that should be set up there. Just to test it, I'm going to show you what that might look like. So if I join a Google Meet here, and I'll share my screen over here. So I'm in a meeting here, and I'll just pull this in. Join now. I should get a notification from Notion to create a meeting note. If it does not, then what I will do is create one myself. So if that doesn't happen, I'll come here and create new and start transcribing. So it's actually pulling my audio from my computer's internal settings. So, whatever my audio source is, it will pull from that and so on and so forth. So right now we're looking at this transcript it's taking the notes, which is great. It's in my database and all I have to do to organize this is just associate it to my client. So for this, I'll just populate that to Agency OS. The date is today. And then when I'm done with this meeting, I can close out of the meeting and the transcript should stop and it will give me some content. So it appears there's no content provided in either transcript or note sections. This feature works best when you record your meeting or voice notes for a longer duration. What you do, you'll be able to. So I basically didn't do anything because I didn't really talk about anything, right? So I guess this was helpful. But what I could do from here is say, hey, Notion AI, can you populate action items? Of course, it's not going to because, there's nothing here. But again, using Notion AI within the Notion AI note-taking feature, I think is pretty great. So it's something that I'll continue to experiment with. Again, I'm not the biggest, honestly, it's just Notion Calendar has been difficult for me to adopt. I'm just very set in my ways when it comes to my Google Calendar, but who knows? I think this note-taking feature could be great. The way that I'm testing it, I might be wrong. Let me know if you have a different experience. Really, all I'm interested in is when I have a meeting, my note taker automatically comes up. It records, transcribes, creates action items, and automatically logs into the Agency OS. So that's really what I'm trying to get this to do because I have the Tempo Digital Team Hub here and I have those meeting notes here. I want this to be able to associate, right? So it says that there's no content here, but it is associated to my Agency OS here. And then I should be able to see the meeting notes here. So again, it's just a way to keep things organized between the different areas of the Agency OS that make it helpful. The more that we can consolidate tools, I think the better that we are going to be And Notion AI note taking is something that I have to push myself to adopt. So I think there's still a little bit ways to go, but I'm excited for the future. So that's how to use Notion AI note taking. I'm sure that there are more automated ways of using it. However, for now, you kind of just have to be on top of it and taking notes. But that's good because you need to be, aware of what you're doing. So if you have any questions about Notion AI, Notion in general, shoot me a comment, subscribe to the channel. If you wanted to grab your own copy of the Agency OS, a link in the description to check that out. The Agency OS is the template that I've built my agency on top of. This is 2.0. I'm currently in the process of migrating from 1.0 to 2.0, but it has all of the things that you need to run your own agency. So social media planner, there are SOPs, client portals, an onboarding form, meeting notes, a task tracker for all your team, a really organized way for you to stay on top of your client work and scale. So if you wanted a copy of that, link is in the description, and I will see you on the flip flop. Thanks.